Hi, I'm your host, Bailey Wilkinson, and welcome to Fake Out, ICTV's longest running game show. This season is going to look a little different. 5 minutes, 2 guessers, 1 liar, 1 round. This is a 5-minute fake out. We're pretty much the same as last semester, just a little shorter, kind of like my attention span over. So wait, what was that? Like kind of like my attention span over a Zoom call, like you know what I mean. But don't worry, BS is still at its best here, regardless if we're online or not. It's still like 2 truths and a lie, but 2 lies and a truth. After our liar's initial statements, our guessers will interrogate our liar to figure out which of their 3 statements is true, hoping not to get faked out by a lie. Guessers win 5 points for a correct answer. Whoever loses will have to answer our loser penalty question based on fake out trivia. Let's get right into it. Today's theme is back to school, and our guessers are Tatum and Brianna. So, guessers, please tell us your major, your year, and what's one thing that you don't miss about being in person. So, Tatum, can you get us started?
Well, I'm Tatum. I'm a screenwriting major. I'm a sophomore. And one thing I definitely don't miss about being back on campus are those hills. My Ithaca calves are long gone, and I am happy to be stationary.
Gone are the days of my bomber booty. Used to have pretty good red velvet cake, and now it's just kind of
Pancake.
just a pancake, just flat, nothing going on. So Brianna, how about you? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, I'm Brianna. I'm a junior writing major with a screenwriting minor. And one thing I don't miss about Ithaca is, well, I like being able to wear shorts in the summer inside now.
That's a good thing. Thank you, guessers. Now let's get to know our liar a little bit better. This week's liar is Lee Folger. Can you introduce yourself and give us again, the same situation. Just tell us a little bit about yourself and what's one thing that you don't miss about being in person.
Hi guys, it's really cool to be here. My name is Lee Folger, like Bailey touched on so eloquently. I'm a senior television radio major, captain of the men's soccer team, member of BomberTHON, which is part of the reason I'm here today. Is so lucky to be here. One thing I don't miss about being on campus, yeah, the hills are definitely up there, but long tired nights after soccer practice. I don't miss waking up early for lifts the next morning either. So it's nice to not have that, but I do miss campus.
I'm not going to lie, though, one thing that I do miss, or not do miss, but one thing I don't miss, rather, when the sports teams do crowd up the dining hall lines trying to get my omelet.
I retroactively apologize for
it's fine. It is.
My teams have committed.
All is forgiven. Hopefully we can move past this. But Lee, you did say that not only were you are you a part of the soccer team, but you're also a part of a student organization called BomberTHON. So can you tell us a little bit about what BomberTHON is and what they're striving to do, their goals, you know?
Yeah. So along with a couple other amazing people here, we have created BomberTHON, which is a dance marathon that is in association with the Children's Miracle Network, which is a network of hospitals all around the country that works alongside schools to put on these events where fundraising goes on year round. And then it culminates with a fantastic 6, 12, 24, or 48-hour event. And the goal is to raise money for children's hospitals. Our particular hospital is Upstate Golisano, which is in Syracuse, just a little bit away. The average first-year fundraiser for a dance marathon event raises about $9,000. We more than tripled that. We raised 28. It was a fantastic event. It was really cool to see all the parts of campus come together. Anyone who's watching this, if you want to get involved, follow us on our socials, IC BomberTHON, and we hope to see as many of you guys possible there at the event.
Definitely give them a follow, everybody. It sounds like you're doing great work, Lee. Great organization. Well, thank you, all of you, Tatum, Brianna, and Lee, for being on our show tonight. And now that we know both the guessers and the liar, let's start today's 5-minute fake out, shall we? So, Lee, what are your 3 statements?
Okay.
Here.
So we'll go numerically. 1, 2, 3, as the kids say. Number 1, I am from Charlotte, North Carolina. Charlotte, North Carolina. Number 2, I have gone cage diving in South Africa with great white sharks. Number 3, I have been pied in the face 10 times in 5 minutes at BomberTHON last year. Those are my 3 statements.
All pretty good statements. Now, remember, guessers, you are looking for which statement is true. So let's jump into our interrogation round. Guessers, you will each have 1 minute and 30 seconds to ask as many questions as you can. Tatum, you're up first. So time begins right now.
So, Lee, what's the name of your street in Charlotte?
Sugarberry.
Took you a minute to think about that, and you kind of had to reassure yourself, like North Carolina, right? Do you usually get the Carolinas confused?
Never. South Carolina is extremely inferior.
Oh, really? Is there like a competition with you guys?
Always. Always.
Okay. Are there like South Carolina stereotypes you perpetuate?
I mean, there was a competition like a long time ago to see who could secede from the Union faster, and I don't remember who won. But,
Fair enough. Okay, so when did you move to Charlotte?
I was born there. Been
Okay.
born and raised in North Carolina my whole life.
What was the name of the hospital?
Charlotte Medical.
Okay, aptly named. That is what I would call a hospital in Charlotte if I was pretending to be from Charlotte. Okay, yeah, I think I feel pretty
30
confident.
seconds left on the clock.
Oh boy, okay, cage diving. So great whites. How big are we talking?
15, 16, 17 feet.
Were you scared?
No, so the first time I got scuba certified actually was 25 miles off the coast of North Carolina. And on my first dive, we saw an 8-foot sand tiger shark from about 5 feet away. So from then I was honestly obsessed and I wanted to go big.
Okay, where in South Africa?
5, 4, 3, 2,
How did you get pie in a gym?
1. And that's all the time that you have, Tatum. Well, it looks like Tatum was not able to get to the pie question. Well, so that's going to be a mystery that we're going to have to see unfurl at another time. Now, moving on to Brianna. So we had our first shot. Now let's see if the second shot can make it. Let's see if we can make it happen. All right, timer is going to start right now.
How old were you when you went cage diving?
It was a high school graduation present, so 18.
18. We're in South Africa.
Johannesburg.
How'd you get pied in a gym? I got you, Tatum.
So it wasn't actually pie. We actually used shaving cream. And the way it worked was we laid out 20 plates full of shaving cream, and the first 20 people to donate $10, there was 2 of us, got to pie myself in the face.
So 10 pies in 5 minutes. That's 1 pie every 30 seconds. Were you able to wipe yourself off at all?
Not even a little bit. A little bit, but not much. I was very lucky that I was able to wipe it off my mouth so I could breathe, but I was pretty caked in shaving cream by the end of it.
I mean, it seems pretty fast.
It was very fast, rapid fire.
Did it hurt?
More fun for the pyres. No, it didn't hurt, very soft. No one was too mean. People went for the hair, which was tough because it meant I had to take a shower in the fit bathroom, like a half shower, because I didn't bring a change.
30 seconds left on the clock.
But no one was too violent.
What's your favorite and least favorite part about Charlotte?
Favorite is definitely how fast it's growing. So when I was growing up, it wasn't really too hyped, but now it's one of the kind of the more prominent cities in terms of economic growth in the country. My least favorite is traffic. It's one of the most traveled to cities in North Carolina.
5,
I don't like dealing with
4, 3, 2, 1, and time's up. I think Brianna was able to come in clutch there and ask about the pies to the face. I mean, that doesn't sound really good, like all the stuff in your hair, Lee. I'm sorry, I'm getting that all out with the shampoo.
For the kids, man. For the kids.
All for the kids, always. Guessers, so Tatum and Brianna, now is your time to finalize your answers for which statement you think is true. Like, what statement do you think is true? Tatum?
Okay, I've thought about this a lot, and I think statement number 2 is true. Because while you seem to know a lot about North Carolina and have a lot of specific memories there, I think the city could easily be made up. And the facts that you had about it seemed very Googleable to me. And as far as the pieing in the face goes, while I believe it happened, I think you could make the specific numbers up a lot. And so I think like maybe that's something that happened, but I think you're fudging something there. So number 2, because that's a unique experience that I feel like you would have had to completely fabricate otherwise.
Very interesting mindset with that statement. Also, Googleable. I think you just came up with a new word, Tatum. We got to write that down in the dictionary somewhere. Applause for you. Yes. Brianna, which statement do you think?
I'm gonna have to agree. I think 2 is true, because like Tatum said, just some of them are Googleable, and because I like that word now. And you seem to have a really good anecdote about the cage diving where you got your scuba license and then you went off the shores of North Carolina. I don't think you're from Charlotte. I think you're from North Carolina, but definitely not Charlotte.
All right. So, Lee, which statement wasn't faking us out?
The statement that was true was number 3. So I really was pied in the face that fast. I am from North Carolina. I'm not from Charlotte. I'm from Chapel Hill. And I have not been cage diving with great white sharks. I really, really want to, but I have not. And the first part is true. When I did get my scuba certification, I did see a sand tiger shark. So that I sold that pretty well because that was all true. But I have not been cage diving in South Africa, but it is on my bucket list.
I think BomberTHON's next fundraising activity should be going into the water with a great white shark. Again, in a cage, being safe, obviously. It could be interesting. We'll just have to see how it all plays out.
Donate $20, you can throw chum in the water.
Exactly. Well, maybe not chum, maybe pie. Maybe the great white shark's like, a pecan pie. You never know. Well, that was pretty surprising stuff going on. So let's look at the scores really quickly. So it looks like Brianna and Tatum, you're at a tie because both of you did not guess the truth properly. So congrats to Lee for being the winner and faking them out. So now that you won, how do you feel? Like, what's going through your mind?
Man, this is electric. When I started today off, I hoped to go to sleep a winner, and here I am. I can't complain about anything. It is a bit kind of a double-edged sword because I won by lying, but I gotta say, I'm quite proud.
The crown is yours, King. I bestow it to you virtually, and there you go. So Brianna and Tatum, sorry, looks like you lost. Looks like you got faked out by Lee. So since you did lose, it's time for the loser penalty question, which is based off of previous fake out trivia. So what are the first names of the current producers of Fake Out? See if you really know your stuff here. Who would like to go first? Brianna?
Yes. Brigida, Justin, and Madison, or Maddie.
That is correct. Well, Tatum, I guess you just learned the answers from Brianna. So, anything that you have to say about the current producers of Fake Out? Or...
Just that I did also know their names. I would like that on record.
Let it be known to the public that both are correct in my eyes. Well, that's all the time that we have for today, folks. Thank you for everyone for playing. It was a really great time. A special thanks to Lee for joining us on the show tonight and for also promoting BomberTHON, which all of you should check out. Check out their social media pages. IC students, check them out on Engage or wherever notifications, Outlook, emails, Zoom. It's going to be fun. Just go support. It's all for the kids. And thank you to our viewers at home. Remember to tune in on Fridays to ICTV the 607 on YouTube and at ICTV Entertainment 607 on Instagram for new episodes of Fake Out and more Fake Out content, including a weekly recap of our most recent episode. I'm Bailey Wilkinson, and as always, don't let us catch you lying unless it's right here on Fake Out. See you next time, everybody.